Adrian, you, Dex, and Tony, the only three people play the Bills this season.
After last week's game in New England, the Saints march home to New Orleans. Can the Giants win their first game at Caesars Superdome since 2005? Find out next on EA Sports.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Jerick McKinnon now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he sneaks.
I got that on my shooting guard.
Only for a couple here. 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
That ain't corner specialist.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he can't.
Well, nigga, you only shoot from the corner.
The Giants get there. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for.
I think I looked at my shit the other day. My shit was like 60%. I was like, yo.
Rifles one, and that's going to be
TBA Awuzie.
with a pick.
Ooh, hurt up the big dude. That shit coming back. I pushed the hell out of that dude. Yeah, I traded Aaron Donald. Oh, that's lame. Roughing the passer. Who hit this nigga?
Accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field.
I don't know. It wasn't me.
Don't understand this one bit. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone
hit him,
run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Love. He finds McKinnon, complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They're running the jet sweep here to Parker.
Oh my God, dude, that is ass way down.
It's loose.
Jesus Christ.
It's picked up, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Going up top for Cup.
Ooh, Cup with one hit.
One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big-time play there for the G-men.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a play fake. Lance looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown on the year.
Yeah, he grinds your build till you can't log back into PlayStation.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Yeah, you can't support Chris?
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
They got their running back.
What was frustrating? Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Looking to throw again on second down. Love. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Lance. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They find themselves in a good size.
Man, when I first heard that shit, I'm like, bro, why the fuck would they put this song on Madden?
First down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last time. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker. Still 9 remaining on second down. Working out of the gun. Love. Man open, here is Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big-time play there for New Orleans. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Love. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 5.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Lance now on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Yeah, I just did like the glitchiest catch ever.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. To return, it's McKinnon. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing. Press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Love. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara fighting through. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Saquon Barkley. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he will have a Giants 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 1st down, Lance. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this 1st half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. After the sack on first down, Lance. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even fourth and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
First down, Love to pass. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Love now. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devontae Parker as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now Kamara. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
It's caught by OBJ. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Personal foul. This is roughing the passer.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Barkley slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But
now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sam Hubbard able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Michel. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now they're in the hurry-up. A 10th carry for Kamara. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rolling to his right. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Lance and company going on 4th down. Forced out to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the gun, it's Lance. He'll buy some time. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Waddle, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. To return, it's McKinnon. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. To throw now. Here's Love. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And Lance's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Love. Open man is the tight end Troutman. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Love. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now Lance on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job train.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. To return, it's McKinnon. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. To return, it's McKinnon. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the 25 on second down. Love. And over the middle, this is Parker. The 30. 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Giants, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.